Tomorrow, 1 p.m. to 2 p.m. That's when Spectrum's coming out again. Can't fucking wait. What a day. But until then, we've got an attempted match. Can we go a whole game? Who the fuck knows? It's Handsome Will versus Duhtch. Get your bets in. This is Light Side versus Dark Side Scum representing the dark. Oh my god, can you imagine Epionic? God, how great would that be? Who the fuck is Cad Solus? I don't know. I couldn't tell you. Let's take a look at these Fang fighters that we never actually see. First, Lando. After you roll dice, if you're not stressed, you may gain runs. Yeah, okay, we got that with Hondo. We got Joy Wreckoff. While you perform an attack, you may spend one charge from an equipped torpedo upgrade if you do the defender rolls one fewer dice. Cad Solus. After you fully execute a red maneuver, gain 2 focus tokens. There you go. That's not bad. And Old Tarok. We all know. And then on the other side, it's a Nabi special. They're coming out tomorrow, Nabi, between 1 and 2. Dude, I can tell they're so sick of me at Dispatch. He's like, you're still having issues? Really? I'm like, yeah, man, really? Time has started. Get your bets in. A-Wings are fast. You might have engagement before you know it. Yeah, damaged engine CAD is good. Colors on the fangs. I'm sorry, I'll do that. So Joy is red. Who's calling? Who's calling? Hello?
Hello, this is Spectrum, calling as a follow-up.
Yeah, never in a million years am I going to fill out that survey. You could not pay me enough. Locks on the clouds because of the Hondo jam abilities. And it's going to lock Lando. And that is a 1 bank for Poe Dameron, who's going to lock. And barrel roll with the Poverdrive barrel roll. Guys, maybe I'm just a fuck Spectrum stream now. Maybe that's what this just is. Cold Hard Facts, thank you for the 300 bits. Fuck Spectrum. Oh, by the way, in case you guys didn't catch it in the Discord, we're going to do that gauntlet thing once a month. That was so much fun while it was working. I had such a good time. That was hilarious. Like, just everything about that was so funny. We are going to make a change, though. There's going to be a couple changes. 1, Connor nets are going around the outside. 2, I don't want you guys to have to break the bank to impact the thing, so we're going one fuse on each proton bomb. With one caveat, in the center, with 5 fuses, is an electro proton bomb. So those are the changes. There's Connor nets on the outside to keep people from being jerks. Check bets here. Currently 6-4 in favor of Handsome Will. Tried to get you a 6-dice thing. I know, Epionic. You tried. So we were brainstorming 6-dice ways. Most of them involve Jan. Like a Jan with a trick shot, either VCX or Dengar. Not Dengar. Fuck, man. Who's that guy? His name's escaping me. Dash Rendar. I'm kind of surprised Will isn't moving faster. Yeah, dash. Coming from 6-dice all day long and attack wing. Hardly using 4 ships in that. Oh. Will the Connor nets have fuses on them? Nope. No Connor net fuses. They're placed strategically on the outside to just stop, because a little bit towards the end, you guys were doing like up and down battles on the edge. So they're just there to stop that. You can, yeah, the perma Connor nets. And you can work your way around them. Like, you'll have to fly super well, but it's going to be hard. Greg, where'd you get the music? This is a service called Pretzel. Sorry, as I'm just like choking on Snapple. It's a service called Pretzel. It does royalty-free music. And there's a bunch of options. Like, this is the Epic station, but they have like punk, like lo-fi, all the shit you could want. And it also has filters for YouTube safe. If you want vocals or not. I accidentally had vocals on this, but on Epic, that's not too much. Usually like chance. Garrus909, thank you for the follow. Appreciate you joining us. Enjoy your seismic. It's pretty sexy seismic, if I do say so myself, Garrett. Derek, there is one thing I need to know from you, though, if you'd be willing to share. What is your internet service provider? No proxy mines. I thought about doing some proxy mines. I like the proton bombs because it's like one crit, you know? It's one crit. The electro proton bomb, it's a lot of dice, but it's not crazy damage. And the Connor net, it's 1 damage and ions. Like, that's the big thing, right? You don't want to be ioned. Yeah, a crit can swing the game, and it gives chat an impact. But like, 1 crit in the beginning of a game probably doesn't change it as much. So game 3, if we're able to get that far, is going to be Yoda Taco versus the Candid Clarinetist. Yeah, you don't want to be ion, so you probably don't want to head up the sides. And here's the thing, if you do get ioned, those Connor nets don't come off. You better overlap it completely. You're gonna end up ion twice in a row. Who wants that? Here's the boost. Get your bets in if you haven't. Looks like this is gonna be the round. And the Sabres score. Isn't there a circle mat? I could make a circle mat. It's not, you'd kind of just design a circle mat. I 100% could do that. Oh, there it goes. Starting to get the old dropsy drops, so if connection gives you problems, all right, I apologize. Remember, you guys voted to power through this. So I'm going to try and power through this, but believe you me, I am unhappy. Here's a turn in from Poe. Oh, we'll take a lock. That's going to go in onto Joy, and he will Poe focus. So looks like Joy is in Merle's bullseye. Two crits. Gonna spend the lock. And the focus. Hit, crit, crit. Structural damage into Joy. Range 3 onto 2 dice now because of structural damage, and Merle for 2 natties. I have run Twitch test. So Joy is off. And Poe took 3 shields. I lowered my bit rate from 5,500 to 4,500 just for shits and gigs. I'll try anything at this point. Hey, Candid, did you see the stinger I sent you earlier for the TCT championship game? Yeah, I'm pretty proud of that, to be honest. For like making something in 10 minutes, I'm pretty happy with how that came out. And hey, let me say thank you guys for sticking around through all the disconnects and shit. I like, trust me, as frustrating it is for you guys to watch. It's a million more times frustrating for me. Twitch is bottlenecking me where? Like, it makes no sense. Like, I'm seriously, I'm open to all theories, but like, I just don't see what like Twitch would have specifically against me to bottleneck me like that, or why they would cut. Looks like we're getting a Hondo action here. Yeah, no, I get that, Candid. I've thrown so much shit against the wall with them yesterday. But the thing is, if it was so like think of it as like posts, right? So like point A to point B. So like point A to point B is, well, there's that double focus there. So like point A to point B, right? Is like internet from Spectrum to my house. Point B to point C is the bit rate between me and Twitch. Now, if Twitch was the one throttling my ability to send like a full 1080p 60, right? Then Spectrum wouldn't see that because their signal would be running fine. But Spectrum sees the problem. Every time I've called, and you guys have been with me for the most of it, every time I've called, they've seen that there's a problem. So if it was me heading out to Twitch, which again, I'm not criticizing the idea. I will literally take all ideas right at this point. I just don't think they would see that because the pipeline between me and Spectrum would be fine. It would be the pipeline between me and Twitch that would be the issue. That wouldn't affect my upload speed. That would affect how much Twitch is accepting. That, and like, I'm not trying to sound like an asshole or anything, but you know, right now I've got 43 viewers. Like, it makes no, why throttle me? It's not, but it's not Restream. It's not that. Like it's 1 from Poe on to Lando. Gets it. You don't have 4,300 yet. I know you don't have 4,300. No, I understand that, Cannon, but it makes no sense when there's like... It just doesn't... Yeah, I'm willing for sometimes the connection between my place and Twitch to suck. But every time? And Maze, I saw your question. So like I told the guy on the phone, I have noticed that I usually end up calling them right around 7:45. That's where I can't go like what did you change just a few minutes ago? I lowered my bitrate to 4,500. Well, I changed it to CBR and 4,500 just to do it. So we'll stick with that and see if it works. I am literally open to every single idea you guys have. If I think it's probably not the idea, I'll say it's probably not the idea. But trust me, I'm appreciative to all thoughts because I have racked my brain. I have tried different power supplies in the modem, different outlets, different everything. I'm open to violence too. Let's be real honest here. I have missed everything on this game so far. Only 2. That looks like a procket shot that only got 2. And nothing there. Well, I haven't said fuck Spectrum enough. Let's fuck Spectrum, fuck Spectrum, fuck Spectrum, fuck Spectrum, fuck Spectrum, fuck Spectrum, fuck Spectrum. Someone else jumping on my internet without me being aware. I have tracked that just in case, and I do not see any devices on the internet that are not mine. I have not tried streaming Restream to Twitch. Buffalo Quiz, I feel like all I do is try to turn it off and back on these days. I feel like that's literally everything I'm doing. I wonder where you can continual ping without making it look like a DDoS. Like I could go into the command prompt, right, and do it, but it's not worth it. Crappy DSL and Sudden Link. They raised our bill 3 times the past. We now pay $115 a month for 200 down. That is so much. $115 a month for 200 down. That is crazy. I want fiber so bad, but nothing has come out here. I don't have Fios available in my area, and there is a startup company called Greenlight from Rochester that is expanding into Buffalo, but they still have to lay out all the fiber wire, and it's no guarantee they actually come to like my suburb. Gotta catch up on damage here. Rolls lost 2 shields at least. 2 hits. I could be candid. It doesn't 5,500 is not like a lot. But I turned it down to 4,500. Seems to be holding for now, so we'll fucking hold it at 4,500. Now. All right. Let's catch up. We got Lando. 1 shield. Joy is dead. Ulti, 1 damage. Merle, 2 shields. Looks like ZZ's healthy. Looks like Tally's healthy. Looks like Poe is shields down. Jack meme now, right? Yeah. So Jack meme. How do we get this Windows capture under the memes? Not wrong, Navi.
I can hold it. Pull up! No, I'm all right.
The fuck Spectrum Memorial playmat? 100%. Holy shit. Goddamn Sam. Samurai Heart. Just. Oh, look at the little instability happening. How it starts. See it there? I mean, honestly, if you subscribe to the no bad publicity like thought, how much like free advertising have I given Spectrum, even if it isn't like good? Thank you, buddy. I made this computer a beast, which is why I'm always so pissed when like it's not always like whenever anything goes wrong, whether it's the computer's fault or not, I'm like, but my computer's a beast. I shouldn't do this. It's got a lot of RGB, dude. Got a real good amount of RGB. My gaming PC has a Lian Li 011 dynamic case. It is awesome. I love that case. It's so good. It's probably designed for water cooling. I have it air cooled, but you know what? Whatever. It's fine. Oh, the Lian Li fans that like connect to each other with the RGB are super cool, but they take so much. Sub Hedgehog, the Beast computer that you're seeing now, that's about how much it costs. My daughter wants a gaming PC for Christmas. Maven, you don't have a PC? You overclocked 5.1 on air? I sure do, 5 point. Sure do. I don't have any CPU temperature issues. It's not a very aggressive overclock, and I cannot do 5.2. I've tried 5.2. I've tried several ways to do 5.2, and it's just not. The temperatures are just insane if I do 5.2. 5.1, it does pretty well and super stable. I really enjoy it. I really enjoy the gaming PC, and it's always fun. Like I'm one of those kind of douchebags, right? Who like gets enjoyment out of like going for a little bit extra. Like LED lit memory. Yeah, you need RGB RAM, baby. It's important. You want to check to see if it was Switch or not? Could you live stream from YouTube one night? I suppose I could, but this is hit crit into Lando. Takes a stress, stays blank. The shield down on Lando. No shots there. And ZZ. ZZ gonna take a shot on the Lando here. Lando's fine. Old T, range 1 onto Merle. Gonna spend that focus. Oh, natties. Merle natties. Merle back on Old T for hit crit. Old T. Old T has a hull breach, hit crit. Did ZZ shot at Lando? ZZ took their shot onto Lando. Yeah, as Navi knows, the cool thing about A-Wings is if you have that arc pointed to the rear, Concordia face-off turns off. For the iBuy-power computers like Packard Bell computers in the 90s cheap and probably not worth it, my daughter doesn't need a lot. Honestly, I feel like even though I would consider myself a computer builder, that like buying a pre-built computer, especially when it's for like your daughter who doesn't need a lot, is not a bad way to go. Right now, it's probably the smartest way to go. Building a computer right now is super expensive because of scalpers. Buying a pre-built computer is probably your smartest choice. To be super honest with you. I've had iBuy powers before. I don't know if Sonic Rain's in chat. but the one I sold him started as a cyber power pre-built. I upgraded it a shit ton along the way, but it started life as a cyber power. Merle with the 2-turn. And looks like he's going to barrel roll. I disagree that pre-builts are just as good. The thing that pre-builts, the things they cheap out on the pre-builts are the motherboards and the power supplies. Buffalopicus, I love those videos. Sarah is such a sweetheart. I do not understand how she can be so nice. Five Point is right. You cannot buy graphics cards right now. Gosh, I forgot what I was trying to say. Oh yeah, so the thing that pre-builts cheap out on are motherboards and tally coordinate, and there's really nothing to jam. Yeah, well, it's gonna jam's easy. Yep, never mind. Gonna give it the first jam to Poe. Yeah, they also cheap out on RAM. Listen, for RAM guys, I think 16 gigabytes is ever more the necessary amount of RAM you need. But if you're gonna do 8 gigabytes, at least make sure it's dual channel. At least do yourself the favor of having dual channel memory. And that means if you see on most motherboards there's like 4 slots for RAM, make sure 2 of those slots are filled. And you always want to start with the furthest slot, skip a slot, and then that second slot. Those are the channels you fill first. Make sure you do that. Your motherboard manual will tell you which ones to populate first. Sometimes right on the motherboard will also say it, but it's usually the furthest one, skip one, and then the next one after that. If you're not using dual channel memory, that is just, it's bad. Agree, Subpatchhawk. Check your motherboard, but 99% of boards, that's the standard. I forget who I watched recently, but they did a price review of a boutique builder I hadn't heard before, and the company was super reasonable and charged 75 parts were actually. Yeah, I think I watched that too. Was it Hardware Canucks or Hardware Unboxed? There's several. If you're interested in building computers, please, for the love of God, join my Discord and message me. I will help you as much as I possibly can. There are several YouTube channels to watch: Linus Tech Tips, Bitwit, Jay's 2 Cents, Hardware Unboxed, Hardware Canucks. I haven't really gotten into MKBHD, but I know he's super popular. There's a lot of good resources for reviews and figuring out exactly what you want out there. Yeah, and if you're interested in buying a pre-built, Linus Tech Tips, like it was mentioned earlier, Linus Tech Tips did a secret shopper. Hit crit from Poe. Concordia. And that is a initiative killed old Turok. MKBHD isn't a computer guy, but a cool tech dude. Okay, that makes sense. Aorus Win says TTS looks pretty tedious. What do you mean, man? What do you mean by tedious? Hit crit. That's a crit. Who did pilot on Poe? That's not really a big deal, Poe. He'll just use his first action. Clear it. Second action to still get a mod. Back arc now from Merle onto Lando. Merle for 1. Lando. 1 evade. Era says, hey man, I've only played in real life and on fly casual. It looks like TTS is requiring y'all to manipulate stuff manually a lot versus automated triggers. I guess like the movement and stuff is pretty automated, but you do have to like click buttons to check arcs. It's not so different from fly casual. It's more interactive. Like I think TTS is the best online resource we have for the most like authentic feel to real life. It's like the closest to real life you can get online, in my opinion, of course. I think about $1,000, Denku, is probably the price point you're looking at for like a high school age teenager. You could probably get away with a lot less, but they're not going to be playing games. It depends. It also, like, you have to... Do you know what games they play? Because, like, if they're playing Fortnite and Warzone, that's a lot different than if they like to play Elite Dangerous. Two forward here. I'm gonna call you A-Wins because I'm having real trouble with that first name. I don't know why it's making it hard on me. Arius. I'm gonna Arius. Arius wins. I think TTS is worth every penny of the $20 investment on Steam, and there's a lot of times that it's half off, so you can get it for $10. And if you can do that, if like you have the cash to pick it up, I think it's basically keeping X-Wing alive, I think, honestly. Ark, Fortnite, Dead by Daylight, and Minecraft. Well, I don't know about Ark. Fortnite can run on a potato. You can have that run on literally anything. Dead by Daylight and Minecraft are actually not the hardest, but like Minecraft can actually run a graphics card up. I think about $1,000 for like a mid-tier computer is probably your area. You don't need to break the bank. It also just depends what video card you're getting in it. Like, well, Minecraft can run a graphics card to the damn ground, dude. Yeah, that's the question, sub. What graphics card is coming in that 1K computer? It's the question we need answered before I can be like, yeah, that's the one. One on Billy says, I'm still using a 1070 and that runs everything fine. I don't doubt that it runs everything fine, but you're not running 2K 144 FPS, you know? If you're playing Fortnite, you want super high refresh rate, right? You want frames win games, you know what I'm saying? Tally gonna go range 2 now onto CAD. 1. Cad rolls. Gets that evade. G-Sync, I swear by for those. G-Sync is great. You can get a card, but the monitors that support G-Sync are so expensive. At least in like the sizes I would want. 2 there. 1 evade. Poe takes 1. Surprised he didn't tally. Two hits. Focuses for 2 evades. Does TTS have AI or just PvP? It does have AI, but it's not exactly the world's strongest AI yet. It's there, but it's not there. Like, I would just solely use it right now for PvP. Or if you're going against AI, I would probably just go with Fly Casual. I'm gonna bring Gerg on to give a scoring update and go to the bathroom.
Your score now is Handsome Will 55, Duhtch 125. I love you.
I will admit that I am an NVIDIA fanboy. It's not that AMD cards are bad. Like, this new generation seems like capable, but they're always behind NVIDIA, you know? Like, they're always like a generation behind. And they always come in with like high VRAM offerings, but they can't match with like the like, I don't know if you guys have been keeping up with the new cards. Like, if you're playing regular, right? If like ray tracing and stuff, like the looks of a game isn't that important to you, then AMD might be a good option for you. And there is a study that came out from Hardware Unbox that says if you're on old processors and you could end up CPU limited, that you should consider AMD cards because they perform better on old processors. But also, I do care about how my games look. I want, like, when I play Cyberpunk, I crank that thing to max because I want every little ray of sun. Like, I want that. When I play Control, I want like all of it. You know, I want all that ray tracing. And just AMD can't keep up with that right yet. FreeSync is sometimes hit or miss. It is. G-Sync is definitely better than FreeSync. But hey, FreeSync is not the worst thing that's ever happened in life. It's probably better than nothing, but it's not as good as G-Sync. G-Sync is very, very helpful. But it's not 100. I haven't had too many. In fact, I'll tell you this. Tabletop Simulator is the only game I've ever had tearing issues with. This is the only game I enable VSync on because that's what fixes the tearing issues for me. There's a lock from Poe. Duhtch just said the good thing about kids is that they keep bringing you beer. Don't know how I should feel about that. I want to check my VSync now. If you're having tearing issues on thing, like prepare yourselves. This is gonna suck. If you go like this and you're getting tearing issues on TTS, turn your VSync on. That'll fix it. Range 2 now. Focusing for 2. Lando. Ooh, blanks. Can take that stress to re-roll. One. Lando on 1. CAD. Gonna check for bullseye tally. Can't blame that one on me. That's all you, bud. God, Duhtch's lag there. That one's not on me. And the evades. That's Dallas. We got 22 minutes left. Duhtch seemingly in command here. But at any moment, a Fang can just go off and erase a ship. We've seen it happen so many times. Have you told him to get a job yet? Because that's all I would do. Be like, get a job. None. And I plan on keeping it that way for the foreseeable future. But I would still make them get a job. God help any boy or girl interested in my daughter. I mean, how old do you guys think is like first date age? How old do you think is like appropriate first date age? Like it's going to be a focus rotate. 65. 65. CAD. 4K. Get them focuses. Hondo. And jam tally and coordinate onto ZZ. All right, so jam on tally. No, jam on ZZ rather, and coordinate Merle. But Merle is stressed. Gonna deny any action there. So I think you just barrel roll, right? Oh, the GM target takes it. Oh, the lock was on. Oh no. Alright, yeah. Just let him walk it back. Callie's just gonna go face to face. Well, my 16-year-old. Oh my god, wait. Got maybe a moment drama. Well, my 16-year-old knocked his girlfriend up the one time they had sex, so that's what they are doing. Oof. Ooh. Oof. One arm Billy. Oof. But here comes the Poe. Making a target lock. Focus. Looks like he already had a lock. That is tough, buddy. My sister's pregnant right now. She is. Why lock on gas cloud? They took locks on the gas cloud to begin with because Hondo here. Crit. Hit crit. Yeah, Hondo top. Oh no. Wand focus for hit crit into CAD. That is a console fire which CAD will have to roll after ZZ and Tally. Tally now. Range 2. 1. Oh. And he'll have to spend to avoid taking another damage. Yep, he's not going to spend. He's going to take the damage. Screw it. This console fire could kill him. ZZ now, range 1. Lando Calrissian just needs 1 to go through. 3 hits, guarantees it. That is it. Natties and a guaranteed dead Lando. Cards on CAD. 3 cards on CAD. 3 cards on CAD. And CAD's going to roll console fire now. Hit, crit. Hit, crit coming in. Console fire, safe. Ooh, ZZ blanks. 2 shields and a crit. Oh, fuel leak. Blank. So CAD living on 1.
The score now is Handsome Will 78, Dutch a nice 169.
Thanks, Gert. Merle has no shots. Arc is pointed forward. Here's your Snapple fact. Cats can hear ultrasound. You didn't know that. You probably did. People love cats. I love these new arcs they did. With the arrow in front of it, so good. Too hard. Target lock. Oh, I love it. Going straight over the cloud. Takes a strain. Oh, don't take a strain. Oh, look who else is coming in. And per the AMG warfare rules, that's a free evade. Tally, take a strain. Oh. One hard, that's through a cloud. No consequences for anybody. And here is Poe. Here is Poe. Range 2. Just needs to put 1 in. Get hit. Oh. Ooh, Cad needs it all. Natties are nothing. Nothing. And that is game. Congratulations to Duhtch on the victory. The Barons. All right, guys. We'll be back in, let's call it like 10, 15 minutes.